What's going on, man? It's your boy Butler. It's the best day of my life. Tomorrow's not promised. Stay your ass out of jail. All right, man, I just got tried, folks. In retrospect, I really feel violated, but I think I handled the situation very positively. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, so at some point in time, I used to deliver appliances. I used to deliver appliances for Lowe's and Home Depot. My cousin got a trucking company. So from time to time, I have worked for my big cousin. And so throughout this work, I was able to establish a bunch of relationships. I picked up a good skill set. On some of my videos, either on Best Day of My Life or Stay Out of Prison, you can see me like doing installation, bro. This time last year, this is what I was doing. I've been blessed to the point where I don't have to do that no more, but it's good to have that trade. So now, as I said, so I learned how to do installation. So I developed some relationships with some guys that are still doing this work. So from time to time, I will buy appliances. I'll buy them by the truckload. When I buy these appliances by the truckload, some of them work, some of them don't work. But for the most part, I have a guy that I run them to. When I buy them, I got somebody that's gonna, make it worth my while. But then sometimes I come across pieces that actually work. So now, when I catch a washer and dryer and it actually works, I put it on Facebook Marketplace. But I make sure it works before I put it on Facebook Marketplace. So I went and bought a truckload the other day. I loaded my trailer up, brought it back to my house. Then I went back because my man said he had a refrigerator and he had a washer. So I bought the refrigerator and the washer. Now, with the washer, this is what I did. And I'm on my Stay Out of Prison page, and I go live. It's documented, bro. It's documented. Bro, I run this washer through a full cycle. I run it through a full cycle. The crazy part is I test 2 of the washers out. I got 2 washers. I tried the Samsung. The Samsung didn't work. I said, all right, well, I don't sell appliances that I don't know that they work. So then I tried the LG, or maybe it was vice versa. I tried the LG. Bro, the washer works. I take it through the spin cycle. I do everything. I don't have no issues out of this washer. Okay. So when I catch a piece and it works, I film it. Because when I put it on Facebook Marketplace, I want people to see that it's working. I'm not going to lie to you about nothing that I come across. All right, so people hit me up. I talked to a lady. She's got like a up north accent. I'm assuming she's from New York. So she started asking me questions about the washer. Of course, people be asking, like, why you selling? Hey, this is what I do, man. I sell appliances. It's not mine. I don't have no intimate relationship with this appliance. I bought it. I'm selling it. That's all that's going on. I know it worked because I just tested it and I filmed it so you can see that it worked. So she like, oh yeah, we just moved down here and then something just went on with my washer. I have the exact same kind of washer. It's just a different color. And as she's explaining what's going on, I'm like, okay, all right, I don't know why you telling me this. I don't say this to her, but I don't fix them. So lo and behold, she called me 3 or 4 times. I teach classes at the courthouse, so I was like, you can't come pull up on me until class is over with. Now, rule of thumb, I don't know if I used it the right way. I usually like to deliver the appliance. It's the reason being, because I know that it worked right here, but see, I don't know what you might do with it. So I want to bring it into your place. I want to install it the right way. And then sometimes I can see things there that could cause an issue as to why it's not working. On this situation, they insisted, no, we're gonna come pick it up. When my husband get off work, we're gonna come pick it up. All right, so bet. They come pick it up. When they come pick it up, I have other appliances that are plugged up. So it's her husband, and 2 other dudes. It's nighttime. Of course, I got my pistol on me. So it ain't no, it ain't no weird vibes. But then when they looked at the refrigerator, they're like, "You gonna leave this refrigerator out here all night?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I hear one of the dudes say, "Oh, we'll come back and get this." I don't pay it no mind because people say stuff all the time. And if you give it some energy, it can get very weird. So I ain't give it no energy. So now, they buy the washer. Give me $200 for it. Soon as I gave about an hour and a half, she called me. She was like, "Oh, this washer making noise." I was like, "All right." So then she went to explain. I said, "Hey, listen to me. If the washer don't work, you bring it back, I give you money." She called me 2 more times after that, probably in 30-minute increments, telling me that the light loads work, but the heavy loads won't work. So this confuses me, but it is what it is. It's at a certain amount of time, a certain point in time at nighttime, bro, I'm shutting down anyway. I don't even want to talk to no more humans. This shit over with. No. So then, that next morning, what you just called twice in a row, bitch? What's wrong with you? Hello? Yeah, hang up. What's wrong with you? Excuse me, I'm sorry. So the next morning she texts. She say, "We gonna bring the washer back to you." And I'm like, "All right." So when they bring it back at nighttime. It's late too, but it's cool because it get darker faster, so I ain't really studying it. You know what I mean? So when they give it to me, when we take it out the truck, this is me and her husband. When we take it out the truck, the top lifts off of the washer. The entire top comes off the washer. So now, if you go back and look at that video, the top does not come off that washer. I manhandled that washer. It's a front load, so it got some weight on it. But the top does not come off the washer. So when I lift it up, it don't have no screws in it or nothing. When you lift this top up, you can see right down into the heartbeat of this washer. So the lady says, yeah, that came off when it was spinning all around the room. So in my mind, I say, so, this is not my first rodeo. Like, I know when people on some more stuff. And then I also understand how a washer works. I understand that, it may be unbalanced. Something could be wrong with it. But for the screws to come up out of it is weird. And then once the screws came out, nobody put the screws back in. So then this is what started going through my mind. I say, now she just told me she had the same kind of washer. So I say, oh, is this the flim flam? So then I start positioning myself because I'm looking at him, then I'm looking at her, and then I'm taking everything into consideration. I go worst case scenario. This is all in a matter of millimoments. I go worst case scenario. And then when I finish doing the jail map, I say, I go into my pocket, I give her $200, and I take this washer, I take it back. So So it's two parts of me. One part I'm like, bro, she ought to just tried you. She really just tried you on some country bumpkin type stuff. Then there's another part of me is just like, hey man, do I want all the potential issues that could possibly come with this interaction? Because it could go left. You know, things like this, they transition into nigga moments. What I'm saying is that people have misunderstandings and it gets so out of hand because an argument ensues, and then people want to prove how bad and how tough they is. And then you know where I live at. I'm an easy talker, and I don't know what you got going on in your mind. So, on one hand, you trying me. On the other hand, I don't want all the potential issues. And case in point, when I say I'm doing the math, even if it don't work, let's say it don't work. Let's say I had plugged it up and it didn't come on at all. I still could take it to my man and sell it. So I ain't losing. This just would have been an extra couple of dollars, which I would have used that money to pay for some more pieces. Okay, so so this is what I give her money and I go on about my business. Now, check this out. I have a former client who just called me this morning. Former client just called me. She say, hey, Mr. Butler, that refrigerator you sold me is good. I'm moving. This is the second time this has happened to me too. She say, at the new house I'm moving to, there is a refrigerator there. Can you come get it? I said, what's wrong with it? She said, man, it worked perfect. So what do? I go get it. When I open it up, the top worked, the bottom worked. I am going to clean this refrigerator out and I'm going to sell it for $200. So my point is this, and just to show you that it's no cap, if you can see my rearview mirror, well, I'm looking in the rearview mirror. That's a refrigerator laying on his back though. And that's how you supposed to transport it. A lot of folks like you're supposed to transport them a different kind of way. So, hold on, y'all. I'm trying not to read. All right. So, I'm saying this to say, bro, I'm putting forth positive energy. Hey, man, you can get caught up in the losses if you want to, but it ain't really a loss. It's really a lesson. And it just helped me take the test. And it's possible. It's possible that I'm overreacting. It's possible that mentally I'm doing the most because maybe the washer got there and miraculously just didn't work. But then also what I had to take into consideration is this. When I bought it, it wasn't no brand new washer. Somebody was essentially getting rid of it. Now, what I will say is some people, when they buy a new washer, they buy a new dryer. But what I will tell you is that I've been doing appliances for some time. I never seen a washer and a dryer go out at the same time. So when you go get a washer and a dryer, one of them suckers work. So it's possible that I'm just overreacting. My point is that I have to utilize my emotional intelligence. Let me take my emotions out of it and let me stick to what's going on. I'm in the business of getting money. So doing right by people it allows me to interact with more people. Sometimes I gotta take the loss, but my character and my name is still gonna stand strong because I gotta be able to do the math for the long run. I gotta be able to see 3-4 steps ahead, thus the game of chess, but also just understanding how people mind work and understand that, bro, you ain't gonna be able to win every day. Sometimes, no, you're gonna be able to win every day, but you may not win in every transaction. Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin, bro. You gotta keep it moving, man. Because if you dwell on that loss or that situation, it'll dud everything else out. I believe that today is the best day of my life. I believe that this blessings coming my way. I might get another blessing before I make it home. It might be 3 blessings waiting on the house for me, waiting at the house for me. So what I'm saying is I'm just gonna keep that energy going, bro. I'm not gonna, man, that shit could have went all the way sideways. I could have said something fly. He could have been on his New York stuff. She could have been on some scamming stuff. They could have did something weird. I could have did something weird. Now we on Fox 5 over a $200 washer. Really not a $200 washer. I ain't gonna even tell you how much I paid for that motherfucker. So at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, man, every loss is not a loss, man. Sometimes it just be a lesson, and sometimes you just got to do the math on it. And you got to understand that I got something to lose, so I got to move accordingly, bro. I ain't got time to be playing around, testing with your ass about this little money right here. I'm on to the next bag. And then if that don't work, I'm on to the next bag. Something gonna hit, and I'm gonna keep on going. It's your boy Butler, man. Get off in that comment section. Let me know. Did I handle this situation the right way? Should I have spazzed out? Should I have gone to her page and did, some weird stuff? I didn't, man. Let it go on, man. Let that shit float on for that shit get old, man. We out.